Hi, I'm Jeff Garofalo, and this is my childhood friend Scott Wright. We have accomplished a lot together, and it is our passion to spread the good word of sport, togetherness, and competition. We are so excited that you decided to join us today for another webcast of Coaches Talk Coaching.
Cheers, everybody, and welcome to Coaches Talk Coaching. I'm Scott Wright. This is Jeff Garofalo, and today we are so excited to welcome the Director of Coaching for Connecticut Rush's elite teams and satellite campuses, our longtime friend, exceptional man, Coach Renato Topalli.
Woo! Scott, Jeff, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys taking some time.
Renato, we've been friends for a long time, man. So it's an honor and a pleasure. I remember our first license we got together, or at least it was my first license. The USSFE back in the day. I was like 18 or something like that then, I think.
Long time ago. Brings back some memories, man. It brings back some memories. Yeah, you and I go a long time back. I remember Ernest was on that course. A couple of, I think there might have been maybe some other soccer extreme coaches as well. Yeah, it brings back some good memories for sure.
We're here for a reason. One of the reasons is to support your growth, Renato. We want you to grow, man, and we want CT Rush to grow as well. Connecticut Rush. So do you think you could tell us a little bit about you and a bit about who CT Rush is?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, well, I'm Renato, 31 years old. I'm feeling older by the day. Happily married man. I have a 7-month-old, well, soon to be 7 month. His name is Roman. And I'm, as Scott mentioned, director of coaching for CT Rush, and I've been here with Connecticut Rush from the very inception, from starting the program from scratch to now growing it to over 700 players in the club. So I've been involved in the youth game, at the high school game, as well as at the collegiate game for a very, very long time. And I'm very blessed and fortunate to be able to do something that I love for a living. A little bit about Connecticut Rush. Well, first, it starts with National Rush. Rush Soccer is the biggest premier club in the country with over 50,000 members. Connecticut Rush is a very small part of that. In Connecticut, we have over, now with the new branches, with Soccer Visa coming on board, we have over 1,000 players just in Connecticut Rush. So we've really grown in the past 8 years, and we're still a fairly new club. We've only been around for 8 years. We've grown to be one of the biggest clubs, but more importantly, we've grown to be a club that's developing players on the field, but as well as developing people and trying to instill our core values in.
Bro, that's awesome, man. I thank you so much. Like I said, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here speaking with you. Just for us, our objective, Jeff and I, we have so many good friends in the soccer world, and we want to see our friends grow, and we're thankful to say that our friends have great character, Renato, you, man, have always been a man of excellence, and to me. So I'm so thankful for this opportunity that we can continue to work together. You got any? I heard you have your United Coaches Premier Diploma. You tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So. It was after we did our courses, growing up, I got into coaching when I was 18 years old. So it was crazy. I was still in college. I was just getting involved in college. And if you remember, got involved with John Salvatore and Kevin, who was in Weston. Mm-hmm. So, I've gotten time to work with some really great minds, great coaches, such as yourself. And the more I kept doing it, the more I wanted to learn. I went on to get my bachelor's and my master's in the business and in the education, industry, and I loved it. But coaching really, really hooked me. And for me, playing since growing up, and then going through some major knee injuries. I've had 4 knee injuries, so my playing career was stopped short. So the fact that now I can coach and give back and still be a part of the game, at 18, 19 years old, I knew what I wanted to do with my life. And it was to be involved in the youth game, high school, and the collegiate game. So, since then, after we did one of our coaches, which was 12 years ago, is a long time ago.
Yeah,
It was a long time ago. And since then, I've gone on and got the USF D, the C, and then I went the United Coaches route. I've got my national advanced and my premier. And the premier was in Florida, so it was great weather, couldn't complain. But the premier was really a special course. I got a chance to work with some really, really great coaches, and one of them, Dave Sauer, is also a mentor of mine. But I've got a chance to work with some really great high-level coaches who I still stay in touch with nowadays.
That's awesome, man. Who are some of the guys you got to work with?
So I've worked the late Tony DeCicco, may he rest in peace. Dave Soward was also currently one of my mentors as well. Dave Soward was at Middlebury College for 30 plus years. And he's, I still stay in touch with him. But Tony DeCicco, I'll tell you a funny story about Tony DeCicco. Great. He was one of my instructors, and he was the instructor that was grading my session, my evaluation on the Premier license. And exceptional guy. What a great guy and great educator, I should say. But he coached Christine Lilly, who I've also met, played at Wilton High School, which is where I currently coach. And I remember me and him having a conversation, and he brought up Christine Lilly, and I remember him saying how every game situation, whether it was in training, every exercise Christine Lilly did, her team would always win. Every individual exercise, she would always be in first, no matter who. Every team, whether it played 3v3, small-sided games, and how her team would always win, and how she had this drive and this attitude to just want to win at everything. I remember sharing that with my players when I got back in, and it's something that resonated with me, but that hopefully I was able to pass on and resonate with my players. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. Ian Barker is the director of coaching for United Coach as well. Got a chance to work with him, during this time, and just a lot of instructors that have added a lot of value in my life.
That's awesome, bro. Awesome. Yeah, I know a mutual mentor of ours, Craig Horn. Yeah, what a legend, though.
Craig is awesome. I still stay, Craig coaches for us. He does our 2010 U10, now 2011 girls. He's one of the best people I know. He's the one, honestly, that got me into coaching. He's really the one. I remember coaching in Brookfield for Craig and Watertown and all these local towns, and he's taught me so much. I remember growing up, learning to coach, and he's just an exceptional person. I meet with him, throughout the year, and he's just a great mentor for me. Gives great advice, but he's done what you and I have done. He built Soccer Extreme with John Salvatore and run all the programming. So, he gets both sides of it, and he's. I've learned a lot, and I've still got a lot to learn from him.
Yeah, don't we? Oh man, yeah, I'm excited for that journey. So at CT Rush, there's so many different levels for players to enter. I know that we work with CT Rush works with players at the town level. They work with players at the premier level, and as you're the director, at the elite level. Do you think you could tell us just a bit about the different levels as you see them, and maybe how we can grow that, how we can get people interested in it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, right now Rush has 7 branches over the state of Connecticut. We have 7 branches in multiple different areas, multiple different towns. I'll talk a little bit about the Fairfield County area where we have, in Newark, Westchester area, we have a CT Rush state line out of South Salem, New York. We have a CT Rush South out of Easton Trumbull. We have a CT Rush Central out of Watertown and Middlebury area. And now with the Sacavisa partnership, there's a branch down here in Norwalk. And then our elite program, which ties a lot of the branches together, is based out of Easton and Trumbull. Again, and we offer programs from U9, U8, all the way till U18. And we're actually even we ran a men's U23 team. And in the summer, we're going to run a men's U23 as well as a women's U23 team. So we're now going on where a lot of our players that are graduating on to college are coming back in the summer and are going to be playing and participating with Rush. So we're really offering from U8 all the way till college seniors and older. So it's really great. It's incredible. I love working with players from all different age groups. In terms of what Rush is, it's a premier program in the state of Connecticut. We have partnerships with some local town teams, some local town programs. And as players get older, they'll graduate into our premier programs. Our full-time premier teams begin at U11, and they'll go on to U18. And each branch has its own separate teams, its own separate programs. For players who want to play and achieve higher levels and want to pursue maybe the collegiate level or maybe the professional level, we have our elite teams. And our elite teams is a program that's combined with top players from all over our Connecticut Rush branches. It's an opportunity for them to play together at a higher level, play in a higher level league, the EDP National League, as well as compete in showcases and tournaments all over the country. And I'm very fortunate to oversee that program when we've had some really great players come across our elite program from our branches to go on to graduate, into college. This year, Connecticut Rush just had the United Coaches Player of the Year, Scott Testori, who plays for our CT Rush Shoreline branch. So it's really great to see players coming to us from a very young age and graduating out and now going on to play collegiate level and get these accolades. It's something we're really proud of.
That's super cool, man. A coach can never hear thank you enough. So Renato, thank you for your hard work, man. Thank you for developing the youth and helping the people around you achieve higher levels. That's awesome, man. We're at our fire question round. So I'm gonna pass the mic over to Jeff here, and have fun, man.
Thank you so much for being with us this week and joining Coaches Talk Coaching. Scott and I both have a ton of respect for you and what you've done in the coaching world alongside CT Rush. It's really great to see, which is awesome.
Thank you for having me on, Jeff.
Yeah. Renato, have we ever faced each other on the coach's sideline? Liberty and me and you? Yeah.
We did at the Bernie Word tournament with our 07s 2 years ago when they were still 99. I remember it was the first tournament of the year for us. I remember you being on the sideline. You had your boys 07 at that time. Very talented team.
I love that, man. Shout out to both of those teams. I think it was a great game and competitive, and just seeing what Rush does, always very professional, their coaches, their players, and just a thank you for all you've done for the kids. Renato, you coached the girls Wilton varsity team, yeah?
Yes.
We might have to get some preseason friendlies going with the Brookfield girls.
Yeah, we've actually played you guys 2 years in a row, and then this year with COVID, we couldn't do any friendlies. We could only do friendlies in our region. So yeah, absolutely, would love to play you guys again. It's always been a great game. It's always been a great game, and you guys have a lot of young talent coming in, so you guys are only going to get stronger from here on out.
Yeah. Thank you. I know a lot of our players play with Rush. That's probably the reason why.
Yeah. No, it's good. There's a lot of girls that you guys have coached from a young age as well that have developed.
Thank you.
And they're at the level where they're at now.
Thank you, Renato. I appreciate that. But all right. So up next is our rapid fire question round. Just a fun game to learn a little bit more about you as a coach, and then also you as a person. All right, so first question coming up. Renato, what club did you play for growing up?
So I moved to the States at the age of 9. So I played in Albania from age 3 to 9. I played for one of the local professional academies back home. And then I moved here at the age of 9 and started playing club. Honestly, started playing club in high school. We were still getting adjusted, to moving. So I started playing club. I played for South Central and then AC Caldo, which is not around anymore. But yeah, I've had some really great memories with AC Caldo and had some really good coaches.
Yeah, I'm a former AC Caldo player myself, so that's great to hear. I wonder if we ever lined up against each other.
Alumni.
That's right.
What year are you?
I graduated high school 2008, so was with that group of players.
Okay.
What were you?
So yeah, I mean, I graduated. Yeah, I graduated high school in 2008.
Yeah, we might have been. I know. Yeah, we might have played together.
Who's your coach?
I think it was John Barada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had Hans.
Yeah,
Coach Hans.
Cool. Love it. Look at that. Next question, Renato. Who is your favorite coach?
Favorite coach, I would say, is Jose Mourinho. His preparation and his attention to detail is just really high level, and how tactical his approach are, to the player is something that I admire and I look up to.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's definitely has a unique style, that's for sure. That brings us to our next question. What coach do you think best represents your style of coaching?
Yeah, I mean, the coach and I'd say the team that represents the way I like to play and what we're trying to instill to our players is, I would say, Klopp at Liverpool. He's done tremendous work in Liverpool since he took over. The way his team plays, how aggressive they are defensively to win the ball high, win it immediately, and how ruthless they are in attack. They love to go forward and just make it exciting. And generate a lot of opportunities and lots of goals.
Yeah, they're so much fun to watch, and then you combine that with Klopp's energy on the sideline. It's so much fun to watch.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic.
What is there a club that you support?
I do. Tottenham.
There's the Mourinho connection.
Tottenham, there it is. Yeah, Tottenham. I said support Tottenham. I think they have a good chance this year. We'll see. They got to stay healthy. They got to generate a little bit more on the attacking side. They need more of the ball. But yeah, rooting for Tottenham, the club-wise and internationally, of course. I'm Albanian, so rooting for the Albanian national team to get to Euros and World Cup.
Let's go. That'd be exciting. Awesome. And then last question, Renato. These for the kids. They've been asking, man. They want to know if you play FIFA.
I do. Not very often, but I do a few times a year. I'm a little bit behind. I need to update because I'm still on FIFA 18, so I need to get FIFA 20 and 21. But I do, and I don't lose much.
There you go. There's the challenge for everybody. Awesome. I love it.
Well, thank you so much for that, man. It's great to get to know you a little bit more. I look forward to our next FIFA game. So for the last 30 seconds, we like to hand you the mic and. Bro, let the people know what you want them to know, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can tell you that, Scott, I've known you obviously a little longer, and Jeff, I've gotten to know you over time, and I've seen you guys on the sideline and what you guys done with the town of Brookfield and what you've done with Liberty, and I mean this in the purest way. You guys have done an exceptional job, and to build a club from scratch and to get it to where you've gotten now, where you've really developed some high-level players, high-level programming, and every time we play you guys, I love the competitiveness, the energy you guys bring, the professionalism. It's special, and you guys have really done a great job to build such a good club, and you're still growing. You guys are two young, hungry guys that are in it for the right reason. So I love what you guys do, and just keep up with it. Again, thank you for having me on this call. I think it's great, and I look forward to seeing you guys more on the field.